On the eve of the meeting in Brussels, Donald Trump managed to cheer up head NATO Secretary Jens Stoltenberg and his allies. President Trump suggested that Congress increase funding for U.S. troops in Europe by 40%. In practice, this will mean more military, more training, and better alliance infrastructure. On the square outside of the new NATO headquarters, attention was focused not just on the American president, but also on a newcomer to the team, French leader Emmanuel Macron. He and other members of the Group of Seven were hurrying to a summit in Sicily and didn't find time to speak to reporters. The press did, however, meet with Polish President Andrzej Duda.
On the subject of Russia's military exercises, which will start in the fall, near the eastern border of Poland is Belarus. It is a question of our security. NATO is vulnerable now, and it will follow the exercises closely.
Increased intelligence, the struggle with the Islamic State, increasing defense spending to 2% of GDP, and adding Montenegro to the ranks of NATO. These were the questions discussed at the meeting in Brussels. And they didn't forget about Russia.
Russia is on NATO's agenda always, and Russia will be discussed during the meeting later on today. Also as part of our discussions related to the transatlantic bond and burden sharing. Because one of the reasons why we are investing more in our collective defense, why we are increasing our military presence in the eastern part of the alliance, is of course as a response to the aggressive actions of Russia we have seen in Ukraine.
Hromadske also asked NATO's Secretary General whether Ukraine is still on the agenda. It is known that Angela Merkel and Emmanuel Macron raised the Ukrainian question during dinner.
And we support also the economic sanctions of the European Union and the United States and other countries. We are concerned about the lack of implementation of the Minsk agreements. We have seen many violations of the ceasefire, and we have seen that heavy weapons are not being withdrawn from the contact line. We are in particular concerned about that the international monitoring mission, the OSCE monitors, are not allowed to operate.